Hello.
Hi there.
Let's see here. We're doing another review. I seen a review from, what was her name? Horror Chronicles?
I think so.
I can't remember her name.
I think we're on
I think it was Horror Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
But she gave a review about this movie, and it was literally about how stupid these people are in this movie. So I thought we'd watch it to see how stupid these people actually were. And most of them were pretty stupid. First off, we didn't know that it was in subtitles.
It's Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. Not that we knock subtitled movies. We just have to pay attention more.
A lot of subtitle movies are extremely well made. Oftentimes, I'm not very cultured and know many languages because I'm very basic and know mostly only English.
Right.
So I just have to have the subtitles on, and then I kind of have to,
You have to read.
You have to read, and you have to pay attention to the scenery.
You have to pay attention to the scene and read at the same time, and then you're like,
and
what
you're
the
reading
fuck
too
is going
fast.
on?
You have to backtrack, and you're kind of trying to read through emotions, and the actors are very expressive in this movie. That's one thing I can say off the bat.
So yeah, it was hard to follow along at first. Thank God for the review that I watched, because I probably wouldn't have known anything about what was going on if it wasn't for the review.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Should we go into detail about this movie?
That's up to you. You want to do it?
Sure.
We can.
No spoilers, really. I mean, there's not really much spoilers. Other than, like, gruesome death scenes.
Gruesome death scenes, and then what's actually happening with this dude in this movie, this guy that, like... And if you look at the plot, then you know what's going on. The only spoilers are if you don't know the plot. Basically, I feel like.
Yeah. So basically, I guess.
I think.
Right? Yeah. These two guys, what, Jamie and Pedro?
I think so.
Yeah. They open the movie with, they find this guy dead in the woods. And they go to this lady's house thinking that this guy was headed there. And. Okay, it goes. This is so hard to explain.
There's a guy who's pregnant.
It's a cleaner. The guy that is dead in the woods is called a cleaner, and apparently this woman's son is, what was it called? A rotten.
A rotten, and a rotten is basically someone who is chosen to basically give birth to a demon. Basically, that hasn't formed yet, so basically it plagues the family until, like, you have to do something about it in order to dodge this. I don't want to say it's a curse, but kind of like this whole plague of, like, misfortune and misevents that will happen to you and your family and whatnot, your town.
Unless you kill it correctly.
Unless you kill it correctly.
But they weren't killing it correctly, so it kept spreading.
Yeah. I think I agree with the woman who was the young one who was doing the review, was where it was like these characters constantly get told by many different characters, don't do this, like do this, and then they're always given these, like, they keep on giving very clear instructions on what to do, and these guys are like no, we're just gonna kill
him with a shotgun,
and
shoot him with a shotgun,
and they do it, and then of course it doesn't work out for them. It's like they just don't listen. They're very impatient. They want to do what they want to do, and they don't really take time to, like, ask questions even. Like, I think the one thing is, like, no one even asked questions. They kind of just did whatever they wanted to do. Like, they were just kind of reckless characters.
Yes.
But the acting was very good.
Yes. Especially the one old lady at the end.
Yeah, she was, I think, the best actress in the movie. I agree.
Marta?
Yeah, she was one of the cleaners, too.
Yeah, she was one of the cleaners, and you find the backstory on the rotten.
She knows a lot, and she's very knowledgeable, and unfortunately, well, I can't say what happens to her,
but the kill scenes in this movie...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, not even just the kill scenes in general, the level of body horror that's in this movie.
Yes.
If you don't really know the plot, it's basically this dude who's pregnant, like the guy who's the rotten is pregnant, and the way they show this stuff happening on screen is quite visceral. So if you don't like body horror and like bodily fluids and all sorts of stuff like that, you probably won't like this movie. If you don't like axes swinging into faces multiple times, don't watch this movie.
If you don't like dogs attacking little children.
Yeah, like actually just like snapping their necks and then like running off them like little rag dolls.
Yeah, just throwing them around like a little rag doll. Or an axe to the head.
Dark,
fucking axing yourself in the head.
Oh, axing yourself in the head like 3 or 4 times until you die.
Where we get this lovely little
poster. Yes. That's the woman who basically kills her husband after he kills the goat. Then she's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you and then kill myself, and then
it's because you shot the goat instead of listening to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a weird movie.
This movie is just another horror movie where I say the men don't listen, and if you're in a horror movie, listen to the people that have knowledge about what's going on.
Right.
I mean, I think these movies are made to teach lessons of like, if you don't listen, then this is what's going to happen to you. Like in like lore and history, like, you know, bad things will happen, like Krampus. Like if you don't follow rules, and I think sometimes horror movies are based on that logic of like, you should listen to the people who know, or like you should do what's right, otherwise something will happen to you.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like listen, pay attention,
be smarter.
Don't be spiteful. Be aware of your surroundings. Be vigilant and listen.
And stay away from demonic little children.
Stay away from demonic children, yes.
Yeah, stay away from those fucking monsters.
Yes. Oh, yeah, they were horrible.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was nothing. It was original in certain aspects. Culturally, it was very unique. I liked the atmosphere. I mean, the way they shot this movie was very interesting too. I will say that. Like, the cinematography was very interesting and unique. I liked that aspect of the movie. The music was interesting too. But I personally, I don't know about you, I felt like this movie was not a super original in the overall kind of, like, it felt, even though it's different than Pet Sematary, I compared it to Pet Sematary in the sense that, like, it's basically like these people that die and they come back to life as something evil, even though it's not the same concept. Like, it's more like they're, like, being plagued by the demon rather than, like, going and buried in a cemetery and coming back to life as, like, evil versions of themselves. It's sort of like, it's similar concept, though, of, like, them coming back to life and being not, like, they're evil now. So, I don't know. It's also a hard movie to follow along with sometimes, even though, like, I don't think it was just the subtitles. I think there's some movie where I kind of got lost sometimes, like, trying to make sure I kept up with, like, the story or the plot. I think having very expressive actors on screen helped with keeping you engaged and, like, trying to piece together what was going on. If I didn't have, like, the actors in a movie, I would probably be like, I'm going to turn this movie off because I can't watch it. It's, like, so I can't listen to, I don't understand, I'm not very fluent in Spanish, and I can't keep up with the narrative.
Yeah.
So, but it was very, it was a very interesting movie. I felt so mixed about it.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't great, and it was just, I wouldn't say it was so scary. It was more so sad. I felt very tragic. Like, these characters had such horrible things happen to them.
Yeah.
Like, I felt so badly for everyone in this movie, especially all the women in this movie. I felt so badly for.
Yeah.
And in the end, you kind of just want, like, this one character to survive, and they don't, and you're just, like, depressed.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting movie. I give it a C, I think.
I give it a B-.
Give it a solid C. It was right in the middle. I think it was interesting, different, but I felt like it reminded me of other things while also being lost sometimes, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're running out of time. It's already been, like, almost 10 minutes. So, I have to cut this short. But yeah, I guess check it out. It's on Shudder. Mm-hmm. It's kind of worth a watch if you're into horror movies.
Yeah, go and check it out. See it. When Evil Lurks.
Yeah, When Evil Lurks. And it's in subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles. Add the subtitles on.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good night.